The shimmering vessels appeared on a quiet Sunday morning, their pearl-white hulls catching the sunrise as they positioned themselves above every major city on Earth. The ships of the Helios Dominion arrived without warning, bypassing humanity's public detection systems with contemptuous ease. Or so they thought. Deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, General Sarah Chen stood in Earth's true command center, watching the alien vessels through quantum imaging arrays that had been operational for decades. Her weathered face remained impassive as reports flooded in from similar facilities hidden across the globe. Everything was proceeding exactly as the precursor protocol had predicted. "They're broadcasting, General," Lieutenant Marcus Rivera announced, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. All frequencies, all languages simultaneously. The main screen flickered to life, revealing a being that seemed carved from living light. Its form shifted between humanoid and geometric, a display of technological sophistication that would have inspired awe in a truly primitive species. People of Earth, the translation matrix rendered the alien's harmonic speech into words. "We are the Helios Dominion, guardians of galactic peace and prosperity. We have watched your development with great interest, and now we come to offer you advancement beyond your wildest dreams. Join us, and we will lift you from your crude technological infancy into an age of wonders." General Chen's lip curled slightly. The alien's patronizing tone matched perfectly with the psychological profile their xenoanthropologists had assembled. The Dominion, like so many advanced civilizations, suffered from a terminal case of species-wide superiority complex. "Send the prepared response," she ordered. "Full diplomatic protocol, maximum deference. Let's not spoil the surprise." As Earth's governments began their carefully choreographed show of amazed submission, Chen activated her quantum-encrypted neural link to Project Hyperion. Throughout the solar system, hidden facilities hummed to life. Beneath the ice of Europa, inside the storms of Jupiter, and within the rings of Saturn, humanity's real space fleet stood ready. For 300 years, Earth had recovered crashed alien vessels, studied their technology, and prepared for this inevitable moment. Each public space program failure had concealed a leap forward in their true capabilities. Every UFO sighting dismissed as hysteria had been carefully managed to maintain the illusion of humanity's technological infancy. "The Dominion delegation requests a meeting with Earth's leaders," Rivera reported. "They're suggesting their primary vessel as the venue." Chen nodded. "Accept," and informed the Security Council that Operation Masquerade is proceeding as planned. The next 3 days unfolded like a carefully orchestrated dance. Earth's political leaders played their roles perfectly, displaying just the right mixture of awe, gratitude, and hesitant questions. The Dominion representatives grew increasingly confident, revealing more of their true agenda with each meeting. Hidden sensors recorded everything, confirming what humanity had long suspected. The Helios Dominion's offer of advancement was a thin veneer over their true intention: absorption of Earth into their empire as a client state, their resources and population to be exploited at will. On the 4th day, Chen received the confirmation she had been waiting for. The Dominion's main fleet had entered the outer solar system, hidden behind sophisticated cloaking technology that would have been impenetrable to the level of technology Earth was supposed to possess. "Send the signal," she commanded. "It's time to show them humanity's response to attempted conquest." Throughout the solar system, quantum sensors tracked the movements of the Dominion's fleet. Their ships arranged themselves in perfect geometric formations, weapons powered down, confident in their overwhelming technological superiority. They never noticed the gravitational distortions that indicated hundreds of human vessels moving into position around them. The Helios Dominion had come to Earth expecting to find primitive humans ready to be colonized. Instead, they were about to discover why humanity had survived every extinction-level event in its history. The galaxy was about to learn an important lesson about underestimating supposedly primitive species. General Chen opened a channel to all of Earth's hidden forces. "All units, this is Control. Operation Thunderclap is now active," Show them what humanity can do. Captain Maya Ishikawa stood on the bridge of the EDS Shadowblade, hidden within the storms of Jupiter. Through the quantum viewing array, she watched the Dominion's massive fleet moving into attack formation. Their ships gleamed like polished pearls in the darkness of space, arranged in perfect geometric patterns that would have been beautiful if they weren't so predictable. "Final count on enemy vessels?" she asked, her voice steady despite the tension filling the bridge. 2,317 ships detected, Lieutenant Commander David O'Neill reported from his tactical station. "They're deploying in the Helios Crown formation, exactly as the precursor data predicted they would." Maya allowed herself a small smile. The Dominion's military doctrine hadn't changed in 10,000 years. Why should it? They hadn't faced a serious challenge in millennia. Their technological superiority had made them complacent, their tactics ossified into ritual. Humanity, on the other hand, had spent centuries preparing for this moment. Every alien crash site discovered, every mysterious signal intercepted, had been pieces of a puzzle. While the world watched SpaceX and NASA make their carefully planned breakthroughs, the real advances had happened in secret facilities across the globe. "All ships reporting ready," O'Neill announced. The tactical display showed hundreds of human vessels hidden throughout the solar system. Unlike the Dominion's gleaming ships, Earth's vessels were dark predators, their hulls incorporating metamaterials that absorbed both light and sensor scans. Their organic, almost predatory design stood in stark contrast to the Dominion's geometric precision. Maya opened a secure channel to all Earth vessels. "This is Captain Ishikawa. Review final mission parameters. Remember your training. We're not here to match their strength. We're here to show them something they've never seen before." The plan was already in motion. While the Dominion's main fleet focused on their show of force near Earth, smaller human vessels had slipped through their formation using technology reverse-engineered from centuries of studying alien wreckage. The Dominion's rigid scanning patterns left countless blind spots for skilled pilots to exploit. "Strike teams in position," O'Neill reported. Quantum disruptors charged and ready, waiting for General Chen's signal. Maya studied the tactical display, watching the Dominion ships settle into their attack positions. Their formation was perfect, too perfect. They still believed they were dealing with a primitive species, one that would surrender at the first sign of their overwhelming firepower. They never thought to look for the predators hiding in plain sight. "Signal from command," O'Neill announced. "Operation Thunderclap is active." "Execute Phase 1, Maya ordered. Throughout the solar system, human ships activated their primary weapons. Not the energy weapons or kinetic strikes the Dominion would expect from a developing species, but devices that manipulated the fundamental forces of reality itself. Quantum disruptors, based on technology recovered from a crash site in the Atacama Desert, created microscopic areas where the laws of physics briefly ceased to function. The Dominion's shields, designed to stop energy and kinetic weapons, were useless against attacks that warped reality itself. Their perfect formation became their perfect trap as human ships struck from all directions simultaneously. "Multiple enemy capital ships showing critical failures," O'Neill reported with professional satisfaction. "Their formation is breaking apart. They're trying to adapt, but their command structure isn't designed for this kind of asymmetric warfare." Maya nodded. "Launch the Fireflies." Thousands of autonomous drones deployed from Earth's ships, each carrying a miniaturized version of humanity's gravity lance technology. Based on the swarming behaviors of Earth's insects, they moved in patterns that the Dominion's targeting systems couldn't predict. The Dominion's point defense systems, designed to track and destroy conventional missiles and fighters, struggled against the erratically moving drones. The Fireflies slipped through their defensive screens, attaching themselves to enemy vessels like remoras on sharks. "All teams, execute Phase 2, Maya commanded." Throughout the solar system, humanity's hidden fleet emerged from their concealment. The Shadowblade's engines flared to life as they moved to join the attack. The time for hiding was over. The Dominion was about to learn why humanity had survived every challenge in its history. They had come expecting to find primitive humans ready for conquest. Instead, they found themselves facing an enemy that had spent centuries preparing for this exact moment. In the darkness of space, humanity's guardians emerged from their long wait, ready to defend their home. The Dominion had expected submission. Humanity's response would echo through the galaxy for generations to come. Admiral James Chen watched from his command center as Operation Thunderstrike unfolded across the solar system. The massive holographic display showed thousands of contact points as humanity's hidden fleet engaged the Helios Dominion's forces. The enemy's perfect formations had dissolved into chaos as they tried to respond to attacks coming from seemingly everywhere at once. "Status report," he commanded, his voice carrying the weight of humanity's future. Colonel Aisha Rahman, his tactical officer, responded without taking her eyes off her neural interface. "Phase 1 exceeded expectations, sir. Quantum disruptors have disabled 30% of their capital ships. The Firefly swarms are wreaking havoc on their defensive systems, but they're adapting faster than predicted." As if to emphasize her point, several Dominion vessels suddenly shifted their shield configurations, managing to deflect the quantum disruption effects. Their crystalline hulls pulsed with new patterns of energy as their artificial intelligences struggled to counter humanity's unexpected capabilities. "They're learning." Chen nodded approvingly. "Good. Show them Phase 2. Throughout the solar system, hidden installations activated. The ice sheets of Europa cracked open, revealing massive rail gun installations. The storms of Jupiter parted as gravity manipulation arrays came online. Even the asteroid belt came alive as thousands of seemingly innocent mining operations transformed into weapon platforms. "All Sol defense grid installations report ready," Rahman announced. "Targeting solutions locked." Chen allowed himself a grim smile. "Execute Phase 2. The solar system itself seemed to come alive with weapon fire. Rail guns launched hypersonic projectiles enhanced with quantum field generators. Gravity weapons created localized distortions that twisted space itself. Electromagnetic pulses, precisely tuned to the frequency of Dominion shield systems, rippled through space. The Dominion fleet's response was immediate and fierce. Their ships unleashed weapons that could shatter planets, only to find their energy beams bent away by gravity fields or absorbed by quantum shields based on their own technology. Each attack they launched revealed more about their capabilities, feeding data into humanity's combat systems. "Sir," Rahman's voice carried a note of urgency, "they're calling in reinforcements. Quantum sensors detect multiple fold space ruptures forming at the system's edge." Chen nodded. They had anticipated this. The Dominion would never accept defeat at the hands of a primitive species without committing their full strength. "Initiate solar protocol." Deep within Mercury's core, humanity's most ambitious project activated. The smallest planet in the solar system had been transformed over decades into a massive quantum engine, capable of manipulating the very fabric of space-time throughout the entire system. "Solar protocol engage," Rahman reported. Quantum field extending throughout the system. As new Dominion ships began emerging from fold space, they found themselves in a very different reality than they expected. Their advanced drives, dependent on specific physical constants, suddenly found those constants altered. Ships emerged from fold space at fraction of their intended velocity, their weapons systems struggling to function in the altered physics of the solar system. "Phase 3 is ready," Rahman announced. "All strike teams report prepared for close engagement." Chen opened a channel to all Earth forces. "This is command. The enemy has committed their reserves exactly as predicted. Their arrogance makes them predictable. Now we show them how humanity fights when our home is threatened. All units, execute Phase 3. Drive them from our solar system." Across the battlefield, Earth's ships began their coordinated assault. Unlike the Dominion's rigid tactics, human vessels moved in fluid organic patterns. They attacked in wolf pack formations, striking from multiple angles before disappearing again. Each ship operated with tactical independence while maintaining strategic coordination through quantum-encrypted networks. The Firefly swarms evolved their attack patterns, using machine learning algorithms to counter each Dominion adaptation. When the aliens adjusted their shields to stop quantum disruption, the swarms switched to electromagnetic attacks. When they hardened against EMPs, the swarms deployed microscopic wormholes that bypassed their defenses entirely. Enemy fleet showing signs of coordinated retreat, Raman reported, allowing a note of satisfaction to enter her voice. Their command structure appears to be breaking down. Chen watched as the mighty Helios Dominion, undefeated in 10,000 years of warfare, began to withdraw from Earth's solar system. They had come expecting to find primitive humans ready for conquest. Instead, they found an enemy that had spent centuries preparing for this exact moment, turning their own technological arrogance against them. All units, maintain pursuit to system edge, Chen ordered. Let's make sure they remember why it's dangerous to underestimate humanity. The battle wasn't over, but its outcome was no longer in doubt. Humanity had revealed itself to the galaxy not as a primitive species ready for conquest, but as a force to be reckoned with. The message would echo across the stars. Earth was not to be trifled with. The void between Mars and Jupiter had become a graveyard of broken ships. Debris from both human and Dominion vessels drifted through space, testament to the ferocity of the battle that raged across the solar system. Captain Maya Ishikawa's Shadowblade pursued a wounded Dominion dreadnought, its quantum weapons cutting through the alien vessel's failing shields. Their flagship is making another push toward Earth, Lieutenant Commander O'Neill reported. They're gathering their remaining forces for one final assault. Through the quantum viewing array, Maya watched as the massive Dominion vessel, nearly the size of a small moon, moved into position. Its crystalline surface pulsed with energy as it prepared to coordinate the last desperate attack of the Helios fleet. All ships, form on me, Maya commanded. Prepare for attack pattern Hydra. The remnants of humanity's hidden fleet moved into position around the Shadowblade. Their dark hulls, scared but unbroken, arranged themselves in a formation that would have appeared chaotic to outside observers. But there was purpose in their seeming disorder, a deadly dance choreographed by centuries of studying predator behavior. Message from command, O'Neill announced. Admiral Chen is activating the Prometheus Protocol. Maya's eyes widened slightly. The Prometheus Protocol was humanity's ultimate weapon, a closely guarded secret that even most fleet commanders knew nothing about. Acknowledge receipt. All ships prepare for gravitational disturbance. Deep within Mercury's transformed core, ancient machines awakened. The quantum engine that had been interfering with Dominion-fold space technology began to pulse with new energy. Throughout the solar system, gravity itself began to ripple and twist. The Dominion flagship is powering up their main weapon, O'Neill reported. Energy readings are off the scale. They're planning to take Earth with them. Maya watched as the massive alien vessel's crystal structure began to glow with blinding intensity. The Dominion, facing defeat for the first time in millennia, had chosen to demonstrate their power through destruction. Their weapon could crack a planet's crust, and they had aimed it at Earth. Not today, Maya whispered. Execute attack pattern Hydra. Human ships struck from all directions simultaneously, their quantum weapons targeting specific points on the flagship's crystalline surface. The attack seemed suicidal. Their weapons barely scratched the massive vessel's shields, but they weren't trying to destroy it. They were hurting it. The Dominion flagship, responding to the attacks, adjusted its position slightly. Just a few degrees. Just enough. Prometheus Protocol at full power, O'Neill announced. Mercury core is critical. The smallest planet in the solar system erupted with energy as its quantum engine reached maximum output. A focused beam of distorted space-time shot across the solar system, catching the Dominion flagship at the exact moment it fired its planet-killer weapon. The laws of physics bent and twisted. The flagship's crystal structure, designed to channel and amplify energy, suddenly found itself trying to direct power through space that no longer followed normal rules. Energy meant to destroy Earth cascaded back through the vessel's own systems. All ships, emergency jump, Maya ordered. Clear the blast radius. The human fleet vanished into quantum space moments before the Dominion flagship detonated. The explosion rippled through space-time itself, a testament to the power that the aliens had sought to unleash on Earth. When the quantum distortions cleared, nothing remained of the massive vessel except scattered particles. The remaining Dominion ships, witnessing their flagship's destruction, began an immediate retreat. Their perfect formations had devolved into a panicked scramble to escape the solar system. Humanity had not just defeated them. They had shattered the myth of Dominion invincibility. Message from Admiral Chen, O'Neill reported. All ships are to maintain position. The Dominion is attempting to open diplomatic channels. Maya allowed herself a small smile. The Helios Dominion, which had arrived expecting to find primitive humans ready for conquest, was now requesting peace talks. They had learned what so many others throughout history had discovered. Humanity was at its most dangerous when backed into a corner. Send acknowledgement to command, she ordered, and get me damage reports from all ships. I want to know our status before we start discussing terms with our formerly superior visitors. Throughout the solar system, humanity's defenders began to regroup. They had revealed themselves to the galaxy not as primitive savages, but as a force sophisticated enough to defeat one of its oldest powers. The message would echo across the stars. Earth was not a world to be conquered. It was a world to be feared. 1 month after the Battle of Sol, General Sarah Chen stood in the newly constructed Earth Embassy on Nexus Prime, the capital world of the Galactic Council. The crystalline spires of alien architecture stretched toward the purple sky, but they no longer seemed as intimidating as they once might have. Humanity had earned its place among the stars, not through submission, but through strength. The Council is ready to receive Earth's delegation, announced Ambassador Marcus Rivera, who had traded his lieutenant's uniform for diplomatic attire. His calm demeanor masked the tension of the moment. This would be humanity's first official address to the gathered representatives of over 1,000 spacefaring civilizations. Any last-minute intelligence? Chen asked, adjusting her formal military uniform. The Dominion's diplomatic position has been severely weakened, Rivera reported. Their defeat at Sol has sparked rebellions in several of their client states. Other powers are already moving to fill the power vacuum. Chen nodded. The galaxy was reorganizing itself in the wake of humanity's victory. The myth of Dominion invincibility had been shattered, and with it, the old order that had governed space for millennia. The Arcturus Federation has expressed interest in a military alliance, Rivera continued, and the Orion Collective wants to discuss technology sharing agreements. It seems our victory has earned us more than just respect. They entered the vast chamber of the Galactic Council, where representatives from across the galaxy had gathered. The Dominion's delegation, once occupying the most prominent position, had been relegated to a less prestigious section. Their crystalline forms seemed dimmer somehow, their previous arrogance replaced by careful diplomacy. Chen took her place at the speaker's podium, facing the assembled representatives of galactic civilization. The chamber fell silent as she began to speak, her words translated simultaneously into thousands of languages. Honored representatives of the galaxy, she began, Earth comes before you not as supplicants, but as equals. 1 month ago, the Helios Dominion came to our world expecting to find primitive savages ready for conquest. Instead, they found humanity. Holographic displays activated around the chamber, showing footage from the Battle of Sol. The assembled aliens watched as Earth's hidden fleet emerged from concealment, as human technology matched and exceeded the Dominion's capabilities, as the smallest planet in the solar system became the instrument of victory. For centuries, we prepared in secret, Chen continued. Each crashed ship, each intercepted transmission, each piece of recovered technology became part of our understanding. We studied not just alien technology, but alien psychology. We learned that true strength lies not in overwhelming force, but in adaptation, innovation, and the will to survive. The chamber remained silent, thousands of alien species contemplating the implications of her words. Humanity had not just defeated the Dominion. They had done so while maintaining the illusion of technological inferiority until the perfect moment. Earth does not seek dominion over others, Chen declared. We desire trade, cultural exchange, and peaceful cooperation. But let our victory serve as a reminder. Underestimating a species because they appear less advanced is a dangerous mistake. The galaxy is vast, and there is much we can learn from each other, if we approach each other as equals. The chamber erupted in discussion, thousands of alien voices debating the implications of humanity's emergence onto the galactic stage. The old order, based on technological supremacy and rigid hierarchy, was crumbling. A new era was beginning. The Arcturus representative wishes to speak with you privately, Rivero whispered. And the Orion Collective is proposing an immediate technology exchange summit. Chen allowed herself a small smile. Humanity had revealed itself to the galaxy not through submission to superior forces, but through victory over them. Now came the more complex challenge of building a new future, one where Earth would help shape the destiny of the galaxy. In the space around Nexus Prime, the EDS Shadowblade maintained its patrol. Captain Maya Ishikawa watched the diplomatic proceedings from her bridge, ready to defend Earth's interests if necessary. But she knew that the greatest battles were over. Humanity had proven itself among the stars. The galaxy would never be the same. The species that many had dismissed as primitive had demonstrated technological sophistication, tactical brilliance, and the determination to defend their independence. Earth's victory would echo through history as a reminder that true civilization is measured not by age or power, but by the wisdom to use them justly. As the council session concluded, Chen looked out at the assembled representatives of 1,000 worlds. Humanity had earned its place among them, not through submission or conquest, but through courage, innovation, and the unwavering will to forge their own destiny among the stars.